Are you tired of being overcharged and forced into paying a monthly subscription for your Mac and Windows software? Well, if you are, currently we're having a 50% off discount on all the latest Mac and Windows software, such as AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, and much more. Our 50% off discount will be ending soon, so be sure to text us ready to buy to the number on the screen. Starting pricing for low-end software $100 and starting pricing for high-end software $500. We aim to please, so expect 24/7 technical support, the latest premium software, instant software links delivered to your email, and PayPal buyer's protection guarantee.
Racism is the most powerful system on the planet, yet it is often perceived as the most taboo subject to discuss. World-renowned activist and best-selling author Tariq Nasheed takes on this challenge head-on in his new book, Foundational Black American Race Baiter. This is the most important book you will need in order to understand the mechanisms of systemic racism and how to counter this system. Get Foundational Black American Race Baiter now at Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. Also get limited autographed collector's editions of the book at officialfba.com.
Boom. There it is. What's going on, guys? I am here. What is going on with the family? How y'all living, man? Excuse me. I'm a little late, but I'm here. Everybody come on in the room. I am here. Let me let folks know on my Twitter that I'm live right now. Let me do that while everybody's piling in the room. Hope you guys had a great week so far. Hold on one second. Let me let everybody know that we are live right now. Man, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Now I'm gonna put this on my Twitter feed, and I need everybody to retweet. Please, if you can do that, that'll be great. I just tweeted the link, and I need everybody to retweet that, please. That would be phenomenal. All right. I'm glad to have y'all in here. A lot of things we're going to discuss tonight. Let me put this on Facebook real quick before I really get into what I'm getting into. Man, glad to have y'all in. Hope you guys had a great weekend so far, family. Very hot out here in LA, but I hope you guys had a very great weekend so far. My good family. Shout out to everybody in Florida, first of all. Amir's in the house. She's in the house with her brothers. But listen, shout out to Florida, man. Prayers up to Florida. We got to discuss this. Let me lotion up. Let me get it on. Shout out to the Florida family. That's first of all. We got to talk about what's going on. My lip looks swollen. No, my lip is fine. My lip is fine, brother. No, my lips are fine. What's up, London? Shout out to London. Shout out to the family over there in London. You loving? Yeah. I've been growing the hair out. You know, I'm getting a different vibe going on here. But friend, let's get into what's going on, man. Down in Florida, something unfortunate happened. There was another white supremacist attack. One of these cowardly white supremacists saddled up and did a cowardly ambush attack on just some innocent black people at a Family Dollar store, right? It was a Family Dollar store. Killed three innocent black people who didn't even know what was going to come hit them. You know, these brothers and sisters went out to grab something from the store, and a crazed, cowardly, deranged white supremacist took their lives. First of all, respect and condolences to the family of those victims. I know one of the women was, I think, 52 years old, sister. Dollar General, right? Dollar General. Condolences to that family, man. Family, we got to understand, and a lot of people have pointed out that there was going to be some type of retaliatory action from Montgomery. The white supremacists took a major L with that Montgomery footage floating around, so you know they had to get some kind of symbolic revenge. That's revenge from Montgomery, one. Also, we got to understand this, family, and everybody retweet this. Let everybody know we're live so we can talk, family. Let everybody know we're live so we can really chop it up. White supremacy is a religion. This killer, Ryan Palmetto, that's the white supremacist killer who carried out these cowardly acts. They are lone wolfing him to death. Oh, he wasn't a part of a group. He's a lone wolf. These people are never lone wolves. They always have a little network of other white supremacists that support them. The Ryan Palmetto guy, they said he wrote a manifesto. I'm just anxious to see what's in that manifesto. They're really keeping that manifesto close to the hip. I hope they don't redact a lot of stuff in that manifesto. I really want to know what he talks about in that manifesto and where he was getting his talking points from. Yeah, 4chan, I'm pretty sure some 4chan stuff. I want to hear the language. They're really keeping that manifesto close to the hip. I'm going to say this. I bet that manifesto has a lot of woke words in it. That's why they're probably keeping that thing close to the hip. I'm thinking that has a lot of woke language in it. A lot of little words like that. Probably not. Well, woke is a code word. We all know, and we've been saying this for the longest, Ron DeSantis down there in Florida. Ron DeSantis has been setting something like this up. DeSantis has blood on his hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be very clear. This is Ron DeSantis. He's complicit in this anti-black attack. And this is why, family, we have to stop being afraid to say, hey, anti-black racism has to be called out. When we start talking about anti-black racism, we allow too many people to start deflecting into minorities and black and Latino and black and marginal. We let that game go on, and then all of the resources go to helping these other groups, and we're sitting out here vulnerable, and we're the ones who are getting the brunt of these attacks. Yeah? Oh yeah, DeSantis is trying to distance himself from it. No, DeSantis. This is all you. That Vivek Ramaswamy guy running around in the media with his anti-black rhetoric, that's complicit in it. The left and the right media, they're all complicit. We have to stop being afraid to call out anti-black racism and say, hey, we need something to combat anti-black racism. We got to stop being timid about doing that. Yes, and this date was very symbolic this weekend. Let's understand this. The white supremacists do things in a religious form. They do things very symbolically. The white supremacist Ryan Palmetto, he chose this weekend for a reason. Number one, it was the anniversary for the March on Washington. All right? Let's break it down. It was the anniversary for the March on Washington. The anniversary of Emmett Till getting killed. Same weekend. All right? That's not in a vacuum. Emmett Till died August 28th, same weekend. All right? Also, Emmett Till's death. They always do these little symbolic things around Emmett Till's death, by the way. There was a lot of significant things for this weekend. 5 years ago, in Jacksonville, there was another shooting by another suspected white supremacist, one of these gamers, a guy named David Katz, another suspected white supremacist. he killed a black gamer. He targeted a black gamer and shot him in the middle of a gaming convention. Y'all remember that? I called that out back in 2018. Let me show y'all that. That was in 2018. Look at this tweet I put up about that back in 2018, and the white supremacists in the comments were all trying to be in denial. All right, look at the dates. Same weekend. Authorities finally identified the white identity extremist David Katz of Baltimore as the shooter in Jacksonville at the Madden convention. This is not a gun control issue. The problem is the gaming community provides platforms for these types of extremists to fester anonymously. And boy, they were crying, oh God, don't say that. Don't say it's about race. Oh God, you're so stupid. Oh, no. They're going to try to shame me for calling out the racial component of it. Well, one of the guys who died was white. Don't matter. He targeted a black dude. See, I call this stuff out so that we can have a record of it when some stuff go down. We can have a reference record of all of this stuff. So that's not a coincidence that he chose this weekend. Okay? Shout out to the family in Jacksonville. Yeah. Also, again, a lot of significant things that happened on this date. In 1960, same weekend, they had something called Axe Handle Saturday. Saturday on the same weekend, ladies and gentlemen, down in Jacksonville, where a bunch of white supremacists got together, about 200 of them, just went in the street and started to beat up black people in Florida. Over 200 white rioters. All right? Axe Handle Saturday, 1960. All right? Here's some more information about it. What happened on Axe Handle Saturday? August 27, 1960. Same weekend where these cowardly white supremacists went out here and attacked random black people. Now, here's the thing. This is the interesting thing about the Axe Handle riots, as they call it now. Here's something interesting about it. Out there in Jacksonville, 1960, there was a black street gang called the Boomerangs. All right? Now, when the white supremacists were going around attacking black people, law enforcement were nowhere to be found. When all of these random white supremacists were just beating on women and children and babies and just beating on random people, law enforcement didn't do anything. There was a black street gang called the Boomerangs who said, nah, that's not going to happen. So the black street gang, the Boomerangs, went out there, started giving the white supremacists that work. They got the white supremacists off the community. The brothers stood up and started putting hands and feet on the white supremacists. Yes, the Boomerangs. Look at the name. Look that up. They started beating the brakes off them damn white supremacists. Then the police came and started arresting the Boomerangs. All right? That's when the police came and said, hey, all right, enough is enough. Oh, no. Oh, we got to shut it down. Shout out to the Boomerangs, the ancestors, for holding it down. Because the police weren't going to do anything. In fact, the police were most likely complicit in it, just like this shooting here in Florida now, in Jacksonville. I think somebody in law enforcement might be complicit in that. Right, that was the original purpose of a lot of these gangs, these black gangs, was to go out here and stop these white supremacist attacks. That's what these gangs were for. And I want us to understand this, man. This type of thing that goes on, these white supremacist attacks, it's only going to be stopped by black men, particularly foundational black American men. The black man is going to have to shut this stuff down. Let's just be real. See, we got a big responsibility as black men, particularly foundational black American men, some non-FBA men who are on code, but it's going to have to be the black man who shuts the nonsense down. It's on us. The dominant society, they're not going to do it. They will turn a blind eye because the people carrying out these killings, like the cowardly white supremacists, that's one of their sons. That's their nephew. That's their grandson. They're not going to smash down on him. You know? DeSantis, our elected officials, they're not going to do anything to stop it. They're the ones causing it. Ron DeSantis has been running around with this war on woke nonsense, which is a code word for war on us. We've been saying over and over, woke is a code word for black people. And you have a sitting governor running around talking about war on woke. We're going to take black history out of the classrooms. I mean, they're just going out of their way to marginalize black people there in Florida. And then you top that off with all of this war on woke. His wife is running around here with a jacket on, talking about this is where woke goes to die. Where's that jacket? And let me show a picture of that. Hold on. Yeah, DeSantis was just over there in Iowa, I think, with his wife, and she's rocking that where woke goes to die. All right? This is dog whistling. This is DeSantis and his wife. And they got the alligator there, which is symbolic of the racist Florida alligator bait memorabilia that they used to have in stores out there, where they still do have them in stores. Where woke goes to die, meaning where black people go to die. And they're using the alligator bait imagery that was very popular in Florida. Hold on. Let me show that. They sell that alligator bait memorabilia in Florida. This is alligator bait memorabilia. They would show these images of black children and black people being eaten by alligators. That was very popular in Florida. Okay? You know, we try to get a lot of this memorabilia for the Hidden History Museum. This is very valuable in white supremacist society, this alligator bait stuff where black people are getting eaten, particularly black children are getting eaten by alligators, because look how sick these people are. This was a thing down in Florida. Alligators are attracted to the sounds of crying babies. A lot of folks don't know that. So the white supremacists would kidnap black children and use black children to lure alligators. It's very well documented. These people are sick. These people are sick. So these demonic people are throwing these dog whistles out here like this. So we're not shocked that something like this would go down, a mass killing like this, around this time of year. And also, when you let the white supremacists know, even if you kill yourself, you'll be a martyr for white supremacy. Now, who else was this killer influenced by? Who was he influenced by? I really want to see that manifesto. All right, let's look at some images of this guy. That's the gun. This is the white supremacist. All right, this is him. That's his gun. Look at the gun. It had the writings on it. Remember the writing on the gun at the Buffalo shooting? He had the same thing. He was writing racist messages on his gun. The white supremacists up there in Buffalo. Look at the gun, the AR, and the blue gloves. Who else had that? Who's that remind you of? It reminds us of this cat. You don't think for a minute this ain't a part of the Rittenhouse effect. A young white man running around with blue gloves and a gun. See, Rittenhouse, his goal was to target black people. All right, we've always said that. Rittenhouse's goal was to target black people. He just ended up killing white people because the black people saw what he was trying to do. So he had to go for the consolation prize, which is some white liberals. So yeah, the dominant society, not just Florida, but the white supremacists nationwide within the reins of power, they've been setting this stuff up. The white media, the white judicial system, they've been setting this stuff up. They've been creating an atmosphere so that these type of attacks can be carried out. All right? So let's not let them play the political game so they can point at the liberal media, they can point at the Republican politicians. All of them are complicit. Let's be clear. All of them are complicit, and they're trying to lone wolf this guy. Now, the brother of this killer white supremacist, now somebody found the brother's social media. His brother, let's pull up some of his stuff. Let's find that brother's social media real quick. Hold on. Let me find that. Hold on one second. And and again, on top of what's going on now down in Florida, last month, they just allowed the permitless concealed carry. So you don't even have to have a permit. You understand what I'm saying? All of these dog whistles, they came at a very specific time, and they came for a reason. Florida residents can conceal carry a weapon starting July 1st, but there are rules. Ain't no rules. You white, you get to do whatever. So now they get up here, they sit here and say, war on woke, war on woke. Let's stop black history. Slavery wasn't that bad. Black people actually got something good out of slavery. I mean, they're all of this anti-black rhetoric. And then on top of that, by the way, on top of our anti-black rhetoric, you don't even need a permit to get a gun no more. So go have at it. They spew all of this anti-black rhetoric and then say, hey, everybody gets a gun. Now just do whatever you want to do. Don't worry about all of our race baiting and all of our anti-black rhetoric. Just do what you do. All right? This is a war on us. And we're going to stand strong. We're not going to punk out. We're going to stand strong on this. See, let me go back to the brother for a minute. The brother, since they keep trying to lone wolf this white supremacist, his brother's on social media with people pulled up some of his old stuff. All right. Let's look at the brother's, James Palmetto. Let's look at some of his old Facebook posts. This is his brother. All right, let's look up some of his ideologies. All right, Rihanna says, whips and chains excite her. I doubt her ancestors felt the same way. Ha ha ha, you're so funny. I'm a racist. Problem? All right, at least he's admitting it. Yeah, that killer wasn't no lone wolf. Look at what was going on in his household. Black people, do I have your permission to use the word nigga? I'll use it regardless, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, this wasn't a lone wolf. This dude was a cultivated white supremacist. What's going on in that household? All right? This is what's going on in that household. Yeah, we stay rent-free on these people's minds. All right? We stay rent-free in these people's minds. Now, let me play a news report of what they're saying, some of the recent reports about what they're saying about the white supremacists. Hold on, let me find a recent report. Now, these are the latest developments on this white supremacist. Let me see what they're saying. All right, I think they got a little footage of him doing the shooting. Hold on.
Chilling new details are surfacing in the deadly shooting of 3 people at a store in Florida that police say was racially motivated. Investigators say the white suspect was targeting black people. CBS 2's Christian Benavides is in Jacksonville with the update.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office released surveillance footage of moments from the deadly shooting at the Dollar General store in Jacksonville Saturday.
When you see him walk out on the sidewalk and he points that gun at that car, he fired 11 rounds at that car. He did not give any warning. He just did it.
The sheriff identified the gunman as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetto. Authorities say he carried out his attack in the predominantly black neighborhood, armed with a handgun and an AR-15 semi-automatic rifle painted with swastikas, and that he left behind racist writings at his family's home before taking his own life.
He's a mentally deranged maniac, for lack of a better term. His writings and his manifestos were the diary of a madman.
Okay, and they got the sheriff out here trying to explain a little bit. Well, he's mentally deranged, nothing. Just a regular white supremacist. All of the white supremacists are mentally deranged, if that's the case. What's going on with that brother? Y'all talking about he's mentally deranged. His brother is online doing the same thing. His brother's online talking crazy. What y'all doing about the brother? 11 rounds. Boy, these cowards are something else, ain't they? Yeah? 11 damn rounds. So, family, we got to understand what's going on out here. It is very real out here in these streets with these sick white supremacists. They're very cowardly. And all of the people down there in power are complicit. DeSantis is running out here trying to splain. And we're not trying to hear that. Sheila Jackson Lee and some of these other people, some of the congressional black talkers, some of these people, oh, we all got to get together and love everybody. Oh, we just got to stop this hating on each other. You Negroes are sick with that. I'm not going to even play that because it's just going to piss y'all off. But some of the boule class, they've been running around here talking about we all need to love one another. We all need to just stay, stand side by side with each other. This ain't an each other situation. This is not a two-sided thing where innocent black people are being attacked based on our race. What are y'all going to do about these insane white supremacists targeting us? Where are those damn anti-black crime bills when Asians are getting targeted? You're like, hey, y'all not going to do nothing to these Asians. Stop Asian hate. Well, y'all say it full with your chest. Y'all say it with your damn chest. Now with us, y'all scared to say anti-black. Well, people, there's a lot of hate out here. Oh, we need to pray on all of this injustice, all the hate. We need to be side by side. We don't need to be fighting each other. That each other thing, what the hell are y'all talking about, each other? That's why we can't stand these Negroes. We are talking about an anti-black crime bill. We are being specifically targeted. Enough of that vague-ass language. We need resources. We need specific protections. We don't need the boule buck dancing shuffle no more. We need resources specifically for black people, particularly foundational black Americans. Yeah? Let's stop playing these games. Stop being afraid. And we're not going to punk out. I've heard black people say, man, black people need to leave Florida. You know what? No. No, we need to produce justice. People say that about California. Black people need to leave California. No, we need to produce justice. We need to get codified and produce some damn justice. We ain't got to run nowhere. We ain't got to run no damn where. See, let me tell you something about Florida. They've always been wanting to get revenge on Florida because Florida, for a long time, the black people, the foundational black Americans in Florida, gave them white supremacists a major L back in the 1800s. And they've never forgotten that. There's always been this little war on black people in Florida because the black Seminoles and the black Maroons were whooping that ass in the 1800s. They took a major L in the 1800s. That's why y'all hear me talk a lot about the Maroons and the Seminole Wars. That's very important because a lot of black people forgot about that. The white people didn't. They never forget an L. They don't ever forget no damn L. And they took a major L down there. And they understand they got to keep us suppressed because they never know when we'll get that maroon energy and turn back up on their asses. They never know when it'll come back up. That maroon energy came back up around 1980. Where are my black people who were down there in Miami doing those riots in Miami? Was it Liberty City? I think the riots were down in Liberty City. They killed a brother, the police killed a brother, and that maroon spirit conjured back up, and the brothers turned up down there and started giving the people that work. Yeah? Y'all remember that, my Florida people? Y'all remember that? I want to say it was 1980, right? With the Overtown. Was it Overtown or Liberty City? but I remember it was around 1980. It was Liberty City and Overtown. Okay. It was Overtown. The McDuffie riots. Yeah, look up the McDuffie riots. Oh, they don't forget. They killed this brother named McDuffie, and the streets turned all the way the hell up out there. Yeah? They know, hey man, we can turn up at any damn moment, but they've always been wanting to get revenge on brothers out here in Florida to keep that energy suppressed. And ain't nobody got to go nowhere. We just got to stand up, get codified, and produce justice. That's where codification comes from. Yeah, the Gullah Wars. Yeah, some of the first free black enclaves were down there in Florida. Fort Mose, places like that, where black people were turning up and protecting themselves and fighting these white supremacists back. Also down there in Florida, Alabama, another thing, man, they don't talk about. Them brothers, especially those Maroons, you know, Alabama and Florida is right next to each other. They were known for killing them damn bloodhound dogs down there in Florida and Alabama, some of the Maroons. See, people talk about those bloodhounds that used to track brothers. They used to breed the bloodhounds back in those days. They called them nigger dogs. The bloodhound breeds back in the 1800s, they actually called them nigger dogs. They would mix some of them in with some of those Cuban mastiffs. They had Cuban bloodhounds that were specifically trained to kill and eat black people. Those Cuban mastiffs were from the Spanish, who were using them in Spain to kill and eat the black Moors during the Reconquista. They brought those same dogs over to the New World to do the same thing to the black Aboriginal people. That's why a lot of those Cuban bloodhounds, actually, when slavery was over, a lot of those dogs died off because there were no more black. You didn't have to hunt black folks no more. So, yeah, hush puppies. Listen, let me give y'all some game. Why do you think hush puppies is a delicacy in the South? Let me give y'all some game. How the brothers in the South were, yeah, those mastiffs were vicious. And them bloodhounds were vicious too. They were known for devouring black people who were runaways. But the Maroons had something for their asses out there in Florida, out there in Alabama. One thing they would do, they would get like certain blades. They would go and find a blade, a metal blade, and sharpen it. And they would chop the tails and the legs off them bitches. They would saute them bitches. Some of the Maroons were not bullshitting with them dogs. Also, what they would do, they would, if they didn't have a charge or anything like that, if they didn't have weapons, they would get a plant that was down there in the swamps in Alabama and Florida. I don't know the scientific name of the plant, but what the Maroons called it, they called it swagger pison. There was a root called swagger pison that they would put on meat and leave the meat out, and when the dogs ate the meat, the dogs would die. Also, what they would do, some of the Maroons would find a piece of glass. They would break the glass up and then bake the glass in bread and then leave that out so that the dogs, the hunting dogs, could eat that bread with the glass in it and die. That's where hush puppies come from. Why do you think hush puppies, take a good look at hush puppies. The onions in there looks like cut up, it looks like glass. That's where hush puppies come from. That's what they would do. They would hush the damn puppies by killing their asses. All right? That's where hush puppies come from. Cut open some hush puppies and look at it, and why the onions and stuff in there is cut up. It looks like glass to a certain degree. With mushrooms, yeah. They would put certain things in the baked bread because they knew they can get them on them damn dogs. They would kill them dogs by doing that. Our brothers and sisters were smart down there in Florida and Alabama. Our people were very smart. We weren't just taking L's like that. We were fighting back. This is true. Yes, it is. It is true. Yes, it's true. Cornmeal. Yep, they would bake bread. They would get some bread and put poison, and they would put glass in it. Look, somebody said that. Man, I got a book with the receipts on it. I wish it's in the house. I got a book of them documenting how they used to do this shit to them dogs. Huh? Oh yeah, I love hush puppies too. Hush puppies are very good. Yeah. Yeah. And why do you think they called it hush puppies? They called it hush puppies for a reason. To hush the damn puppies. Because them dogs were very loud and they would bring attention. They would let people know where the maroons were hiding. Huh? All right. Shout out to brother Keith. Shout out to Keith B. Hit me up on Cash App. Man. But listen, man, it's getting real out here. It's getting very real out here. Now, with this going on, the white supremacist media, they did get their bootlicks. Don't think for a minute they're not going to let their bootlicks go to waste. All right? They are not going to let their bootlicks go to waste. All right? I wish somebody said that wasn't true. Books are the old internet. Stop it. Okay, what makes sense? That makes more sense than just a random food called hush puppies for no reason. They called it hush puppies for a reason. Now listen, they're not going to let the bootlicks go to waste. Now, they got some bootlicks on Fox News to talk about this shooting. All right? Fox News, they done got them some Sambos. Now, look at how they're talking about the shooting in Florida. These are some guys on Fox News. So they went and got them some Sambos. Now listen to what they say about the shooting and the real priority when it comes to this shooting and the real problem. Hold on.
Florida made history down there. He made it clear that it was racially motivated there. And how do you handle an investigation like this, sir?
Well, you know, and Lawrence, thanks for having me on your show. I got to tell you, and I agree with your guests, it's tragic. We don't talk enough about the black-on-black crime occurring in urban areas. You know,
And I'm blaming Fox News. It's easy to throw the Sambo under the bus, but Fox News, these are the white execs at Fox News. Really, Fox News? What about black-on-black crime? Really, Fox News? A white supremacist just massacred a bunch of innocent black people, and, well, what about black-on-black crime? Really? Oh, Lord, really? Y'all pulling that old tired trope out? Really? Really?
thanks for having me on your show. I got to tell you, and I agree with your guests, it's tragic. We don't talk enough about the black-on-black crime occurring in urban areas. You know, I've worked in Los Angeles, Cincinnati, Detroit for 8 years as chief of police, and mass shootings are not unusual. And certainly any mass shooting is a tragedy.
Now they're all lives mattering, the mass shootings now. This is a talking point coming from the white think tanks. Tie in black people somehow. Just, if you talk about a white person doing a shooting, tie in a black person. You gotta tie black people. Tie in black criminality. It doesn't matter how clumsy it is, just tie it in.
But when will it stop? And I just got to say, man, you know, it's not the gun, it's the individuals. This guy clearly had some racist intent, given what the Sheriff Waters talked about, but enough. It's enough. But let's talk about the other mass shootings that happen every single day in places like Chicago.
Oh, nigga, shut up. All these old bootleg. Well, what about Chicago? If y'all don't stop, This is another problem, this deflection thing. Chicago had nothing to do with what went down in Florida. That's always the go-to deflection. Anytime a white supremacist does something to black people, what about Chicago? And they got their soft-shoeing, boot-licking Negroes to do the dirty work for them. All right? Here they go with that Chicago stuff. Nothing to do with nothing. They love, that's the common deflective talking point. This is why we need reparations, because of this type of propaganda. This type of anti-black propaganda that helps to justify black people getting killed when we have millions of people watching this propaganda, because that Chicago deflection is anti-black propaganda. We got to have reparations. This is why we got to be compensated for this onslaught of anti-black targeting. They don't do this to no other group. You never, ever, ever see them when a group gets harmed. Well, what about Asian on Asian crime? What about the Asian mafia? They never do that whataboutisms with other groups. And they made sure they had a bunch of Negroes doing the dirty work. You notice that? There's another old Negro who jumped in. He doubled down on it on the panel here. Where is he? Hold on. Let me go forward. Where is he? They got this other Negro who just kind of doubled down. Hold on. Where is he? Hold on.
Root causes of this. Let's get to the root causes and let's start showing that there are consequences to your action. But we have got to service those who are suffering from mental illness. And I got to tell you, Lawrence, we've talked before.
Yeah.
I've been on so many barricaded suspect situations, crisis calls. The vast majority are individuals suffering from mental illness. Oh. The system is broken, and there's no...
He's splaining for the white people. He's splaining heavily for the white people.
Priority. Mm-hmm. We got open borders, and we have individuals suffering from mental illness in our urban environments, because many, and what a lot will not say, and I'll say it, many of our young adults in urban communities are suffering from PTSD. And it's not being addressed.
It's such a good point, Chief. And, Pastor, I got to bring you back in because we've talked about a lot of the elephants in the room. Another one is because of this attack and because it was racially motivated, there's going to be an attempt to divide all Americans.
Oh, Lord, here comes this. Well, everybody's going to be divided when we call out white supremacy.
What do you say in this moment of time to tell the American people, don't take the bait? One hateful act shouldn't be responded to with more hate.
This ain't one hateful act. This is a system in place.
Lawrence, the chief and I are on the same page. I practiced law in 2 states for 10 years. I defended the senseless behavior that's occurring in the urban arena where African Americans live today. And now I am burying that criminal behavior that's killing so many of our young people, killing so much of our future. Here's the reality. Life has been devalued. Life has been reduced to a choice, whether it's a mother aborting a child.
Oh, okay. That's enough. I can't take no more. Now these Negroes are talking about some damn abortions. Now they done deflected from black on black crime to, well, all life matter, even abortions, because them black peoples be aborting kids. So this type of propaganda here, where it's all about deflecting, they get the Sambos, these old, broken down Negroes pivoting and deflecting into black on black crime and black abortion. This is why we need reparations, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stand these old Sambo Negroes. That is plantation babble all day. That is 100% plantation babble. Yes, it is. But we got a lot of people in here. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody in here. But listen, it's going to have to be, young black men, to produce justice. It's going to be our responsibility as black men to produce justice, This is why they like to trot out all of these old broken bootlicks so that it will destroy your morale. We can't let these old broken down bootlicks destroy our morale. It's going to be up to us to say, hey, enough is enough. And this is why they keep trying to push all of these sexual agendas on us, because they don't want us to be men. They don't want black men to say, hey, we need to stand up as men. Hey, why don't y'all be non-binary? Go get you a zaddy. You know, it's that type of thing. Speaking of that, I saw something where some moist dude was up here trying to tell black women to get them a zaddy. Let me play this. Let me show y'all. This is the kind of, they want black men to have this mindset here. Look at this. See, this is the mindset. They want black men to be out here zaddy chasing, just like they want sisters out here zaddy chasing. Where's this clip? Hold on. Listen to this nonsense right here. Hold on. Let me play this. So this dude is out here talking about giving relationship advice. 5 reasons why black women and white men relationships work. Hold on one second. Hold on.
That I know that formerly was with a black man and is now either married or with a white man is happy. I don't know why.
So I totally know. I'm a dating coach. I've been a dating coach for 13 years for black and brown women. And I want you all to know that a black woman and a white man combination has one of the lowest divorce rates. There are a couple of reasons for that. One, if a white man is actually engaged, married to, or dating a black woman, please understand that there is a deeper love there, because he is having to actually fight against societal pressures and indoctrination.
Okay. Just bear with it. I know. Lord.
And go through all of the stares and the rude comments to be with you, and vice versa.
If you don't stop.
Second thing, if that man has such an open-mindedness about him, he is going to be less concerned about gender roles and help out around the house and do.
So he's going to have a hankering for pussy. That's what he's saying.
Things that maybe an alpha male or a hyper masculine energetic person wouldn't necessarily do. Third, white men are unfortunately have twice the graduation rate of black men. So that, combined with the ascending education that's happening for black women, means that there is a level of educational equality.
No, there's not. There's no equality there whatsoever. You are in an inferior position to these white supremacists based on societal's racial roles. Your education level means nothing. You're not equal to these white supremacists in a white supremacist system.
Happening there in hypergamy, which, higher educated people have a lower divorce rate as well. Fourth, because of the education and obviously privileges, white men make almost 50% more than black men. So they can provide for black women, and they're not necessarily going to feel as competitive with them as many black men do.
Okay. So the white man ain't gonna feel competitive with the black woman like black men do. Okay.
Because they have the money and they're potentially more stable, what will happen is they'll be able to get married sooner. The average marriage age for a white man is 30. The average marriage age for a black man is closer to 35. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm sure that many of your girlfriends have been waiting around for X, Y, and Z.
Okay, enough is enough. Got it. Okay, got it. So he said the white man got all this education and money, and he's not going to be competitive with the black woman and all of that. Oh, the white man, his gender roles, and he's not going to be competitive, and he's comfortable and whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, he don't even date black women, right? This dude don't even date black women. But he's talking about a white man ain't going to be competitive with her, and he's going to be more comfortable with the gender roles, and he's not going to compete. Okay, if the white man ain't going to compete with the black woman economically, then why in the hell is this going on right here? Why is Holly Berry up here paying 2 white men? They got Holly Berry out here paying child support and alimony or whatever to 2 white men. The court system has broken this woman's bank twice. Get the hell out of here. Come on, this is Zaddy right here not being competitive, right? This woman has to give these white men millions of dollars of her money. But Zaddy ain't competitive with you, huh? These white men broke Holly Berry. 2 white men, the court. You never see that in the court system. You don't ever see the women having to give some ex-husbands all of this money, except when it's a black woman and some white men. Now, a black woman, you ain't never gonna see a black woman. Show me when you seen a black woman get all types of money from a white man who's wealthy. No, she need a better lawyer. Nah. The whiteness is the lawyer. You don't see no black women getting no big money from no white men like that. Remember when Donald Sterling was up here getting broke by that chick? Nigga, the court system made her give some of the shit back. Yeah, she was low-key breaking him. And when they found out, the court system's like, hey, you got to give some of that stuff back. We're white and we say so. But it's a gift. Because if you get a gift is a gift. The court system said, no, black-ass woman. A gift ain't a gift. Give that white man his stuff back. Yeah? Man, please. Man, please. Serena Williams, I hope you got a prenup, Serena. Serena Williams, I hope you're going to be all right out there. Aisha Tyler, she had to pay her white man off. Remember that? Aisha Tyler had to pay off that white man. Don't let that dude sit up here and try to pump fake y'all. These white men will break your damn pockets. And now Gabby Sidibe got her white dude. He's doing the Birdman hand rub. Don't think for a minute he ain't about to get a check out the game. Huh? Man, it's real out here. It is real out here, ladies and gentlemen. Man. Y'all sit up and play the bed wench game or the bed buck game. It ain't sweet out here like Zaddy's gonna treat you. Man, stop. You in a system of white supremacy. If y'all don't stop, man. Shout out to our sister, Sha'Carri Richardson. Shout out to our sister. I'm so proud of that sister. She won the races. That sister won, and she was so phenomenal. I'm so proud of that sister. I love Sha'Carri. I love our little princess. She's phenomenal. She's been doing her thing out here. And what I like about her, she's stunning on them a little bit. She's stunning on them because, you know, she's listening to us. She's listening. And after she won, she kind of stunted on them, and I like this. Listen to what our sister said. And she did it in a cool-ass way that was very polite. She's stunning on them phenomenally. Hold on one second. Let me play this clip. Hold on one second. Watch this. This is our sister Sha'Carri. Hold on. Where we at? All right, where we at? Right here. She's calling him out because now when she wins, now everybody's all about a sisterhood. Listen to this. She got him. I love it.
Well, I would actually say I'm glad that the win that I had within the 100th World Championship actually brought unity. I remember when I lost to these beautiful women, you know, it was more so this country's better than this country, but now all of a sudden I won. It's all about unity and sisterhood. So I'm glad that I can be that glue that brings us together and not divide us anymore. Well, I would actually say...
Boy, let me tell you something. Did you see how eloquent the shade was? Did you see how eloquent the shade was right there? Oh, that was eloquent how she did it. She said, hey, when I lost, Y'all were running around bragging about how great your country is and how your country is so much better, which they were. That's what we've been saying. When they won, oh, Jamaica, y'all FBA niggas ain't shit. Jamaica, we the best. Oh, Jamaica, stand up. We're so much better. Y'all niggas ain't. Oh, it was all about them, how Jamaica was the best. And we ain't shit, and Sha'Carri ain't shit. Remember? Which is what they always do. We call them out. Now, when we win, we all in this together. This is a win for us all, nigga. We all won. And she called that out. She like, yeah, I won, so now we all a sisterhood. Now, well, look, I'm glad to be the glue that brings us together rather than divide. So y'all have a good day. I love it. I love it. That's how you stun on them. That's how you stunt on them. Because, yeah, when, look, let's be clear. Some of the tethers were very mad when Sha'Carri won. They were acting a fool, weren't they? Hold on, let me find some of those clips of some of the tether class acting a damn fool when Sha'Carri won. When Sha'Carri won, let me find some of them clips. Hold on, let me go down some of the clips. Yeah, they were acting a fool. All right here. Here's one. All right. Shout out to Cornbread Mafioso. Here's one when Sha'Carri won, but they were in there just having a fit. Hold on. They were just acting a damn fool. Hold on. Right here. Hold on. Oh, I'm not going to play the music. Oh, when Sha'Carri, oh, they in there having a fit. Oh, they in there crying. Oh, they are pissed. Oh, look how mad they are. I got the volume down because I don't want to get a copyright strike with the music. Oh, they're in there crying. They are pissed off. Eyes bucking. Hold on. Oh, boy, the eyes are bucking like crazy. Let me find some more clips. Oh, let me find some more of these clips. Oh, there's another one. Boy, they're looking distraught right here. Hold on. When Sha'Carri won, boy, they were looking pissed. Yeah, people were getting mad because we were calling it out. No, they're just upset because their team lost. No, this is something else. Hold on.
Yeah, she can't. She can't. Yo, man,
them hairlines, though, bro. Y'all think we be exaggerating about them hairlines, man. Shout out to some of our non-FBA family, but damn it, them hairlines. Hold on.
Me heart.
Me heart.
Guys, get where we are. Get where we are. Sha'Carri, I know you're lying. What? Yo, look at the zone room.
No, where we at?
What? Ain't no way, bro. Oh my God. What is food? Bro, recording it. Sherry,
yeah, but they were looking distraught when Sha'Carri won. Well, the eyes were bucking, and they were looking so distraught and disappointed and contemptuous, and people were like, well, they're just upset because their team lost. It wasn't just about no team losing. Let's be clear. No, because we don't act like that. Look, if we're watching a sport and a black person win, even if they're not FBA, if a black person win, we're not disappointed. They bet money. We're not disappointed. The track is all they have. Yeah, we're not disappointed. If a black person win, all right, they're not FBA, but they won. Shout out to them for winning. All right. We love Usain Bolt. Shout out to him. We love him. We don't get bent out of shape if he wins or anybody non-FBA wins. We don't trip on it. Yeah. But when we win something, boy, it's like, oh, nigga, they are distraught. It messes with them. But we're in here heavy. Shout out to everybody in here. Listen, a lot of people, the root work deodorant that we have, man, 1 scent, we are sold out of it. The coconut butter scent, we're completely sold out. Man, first shout out to everybody for getting the root work deodorant. People love the root work deodorant. We're stocking up now. We're getting everything ready. We're coming out with some new scents. We didn't know that this thing was going to take off as fast as it did. We knew that it would take off. But we started selling out very, very fast because when we did the introductory package, when we give people an opportunity to try it, see what we do, we give you a deal that you can't refuse. We give you an offer you can't refuse. We have a introductory sale with so many products in it where you can't refuse it at such a great rate. Well, shit, the product is damn near free, but we know once you try it, you're going to love it, and that's what happened. Yes, so when people got their orders, they tried the root work and they absolutely loved it, and then there was a rush of people stocking up on the shit. Then all of a sudden, when people started trying it, they started rushing the website, and people are just getting just loading up on it. So we started selling out very fast. So we're getting more in. We're manufacturing more now. We're going to have different scents. We're going to have different scents. Yeah, the vanilla is popping. We're going to have different scents for the family. And it's a thing. This is going to be a thing. This thing is taking off hotter and faster than we thought it would. So we're going to come up with that. We're going to have hair products with it now. So yeah, this thing is about to, the way it was selling and taking off, we got to start bringing in more staff now because now, I knew it would take off, but it's taking off. So yeah, the holiday season is coming up, so you guys are going to be popping. We're going to have you right for the holiday season. We're going to have you right. So y'all stay tuned for that. But I thank everybody for getting the root work deodorant. Yes, it's the best. People saying it's the best natural deodorant they've tried. Deodorant is very important. What other scents do you guys like? Because we had a staff meeting the other day coming up with different scents. What scents do you guys like the most? What are some of the scents you guys like? Because this is us. We control it. We can make it pop. We can pop it off. What scents do you like? Lavender scent. I'm seeing a lot of people say lavender. Okay. All right. Yeah, the vanilla scent, it smells damn near edible. It smells very good. All right, so we're going to let's do lavender. I'm hearing people say lavender. Okay. That's Steve. There's a rumor about Steve Harvey. I don't believe that. There's a rumor. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Steve Harvey rumor. I don't believe that. We're in here heavy. Shout out to everybody in here. Now, family, let me talk to the fellas for a minute. Let me talk to the fellas because I put up a meme. With a question on it, and this meme went viral. And I'm going to reword this meme because a lot of y'all weren't honest. Let me talk to the brothers. I want the brothers to be very honest here. And let me reword this meme. All right, look at this meme here I put up. This thing went super viral. It went viral on my Instagram. It went viral on my Twitter. All right. Now I'm going to change the one word in it right here. All right. This was a question for the guys. Would you rather date this or that? Let me change it from date. Let me change it from would you rather date, because what guys date and what guys smash are two different things. So let me reword this. Let me reword this meme. Would you guys, and I want my guys to be real, brothers, would you rather have a one-night stand? All right, so that's what it is now. Not date, But a one-night stand with girl A, a woman who's a 10 in the face with flat cakes, but everything else is cool, or a woman who's a 7 in the face, a gang of cake, but she got feet that's throwing up West Side. And all we're talking about is a one-night stand smash. Guys, which one would you take for a one-night stand? Not date, one-night stand. All right? Just a one-night stand. A or B? Come on, guys. Where the guys at? A lot of y'all saying A. I'm calling cap on you niggas. Nope. I don't believe you. Y'all Negroes are not keeping it real. Y'all ain't keeping it real, brothers. Y'all saying A. No. One night stand. Well, how come all of them big booty, rusty foot women are always pregnant? Some of them harsh foot, big booty 7s, they stay pregnant. Who's knocking them up? Come on, y'all ain't keeping it real. One night stand? Right. Come on, look at this. This ain't bad. Just her feet are jacked up, and I'm a foot person, but her face is a 7. The face ain't the best, but come on, that ain't bad right there. But them, you got to put some socks and shoes on them. I didn't say you had to look at them. You didn't have to look at the feet. You can just cover the feet up. But all of this, you can see this. This ain't bad at all. Right here, this ain't bad. You can wipe this up. This ain't bad. This is not nothing to throw out. But fellas, come on. This is always knocked up. This ass and this feet, you always see this somewhere getting some Similac somewhere. Y'all ain't keeping it real. Come on, fellas. Man. Give you the pretty feet. All right. Somebody's smashing the hammer toes and big asses out here. Somebody's smashing them. And if you say it ain't you, well, it's somebody lying. Man. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here, guys. It's been real. Shout out to everybody tuning in tonight. But shout out to Jacksonville, man. Shout out to the Florida family, man. I hope everybody's going to be all right. Let's stay on code. It's all up to us to be on top of our game, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get through this. We're going to be all right because we're going to be codified. We ain't running. We ain't scared. We're going to get our codification game up. We're going to protect ourselves, and we're going to do it as black men, particularly foundational black American men. This ain't new. We've been dealing with white supremacy for this long. We ain't going to give up now. We ain't going to punk out and cop out now. By the way, guys, the new documentary about hip-hop, that's coming. That documentary is coming, man. We got, I just can't wait. Y'all stay tuned for that. The new hip-hop documentary, man, that's coming. So y'all stay tuned. Anyway, man, Puppy Akute and Lil